Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is Wavelynx Undercover, the micro podcast where we talk to people from companies who either resell, rebrand, or integrate our products into their platforms. Today, my guest is Cory Etbauer, sales engineer from YourSix, a cloud-based access control company who's taking a really unique approach to the access control market. Hey, Cory.
Hey, how you doing, Sarah?
Good. So great to have you on this podcast. Thank you for being my guest.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
So there's a little pre-intro, leading into our chat here, but please introduce yourself properly. Tell us about your relationship to YourSix and tell us about the company. I'm so excited for you to share the story behind YourSix. I think it's really it's really interesting, and I think it's a compelling reason to do business with your company. So please share.
Yeah, well, thank you there. So my name is Cory Etbauer. I am with YourSix. I'm a sales engineer here at the organization. As a company, we are a disabled veteran-owned company. Two of our four owners are military background. Really excited about that and excited to be able to be part of the organization. We've been in business since 2015, and we are a cloud-based access control as well as camera solution provider. We are a software-first solution. Everything we do is cloud-based, 100% cloud, and we really enjoy that portion of our business. We go to market in many different ways, but one of our solutions is working with companies like Wavelynx here to help and provide a better solution for our end customers.
Well, we're proud to be a partner with you. Maybe give us a little bit of history on how YourSix found Wavelynx, because I know it's been a partnership a long time in the making, and why you ended up choosing Wavelynx to be your reader of choice and potential integration partner of choice, how it fits into your portfolio. I mean, you guys have gone so far as to rebrand our products, so you're pretty dug in. So give us a little background on the history of our relationship.
Sure. Yeah, so YourSix, once again, founded in 2015. Over the past 2 years, we are obviously, just like many other software companies, evolving as an organization. Want to be fresh in the industry and make sure that what we're doing matches industry norms. One of the big things that YourSix was really looking for was a solid solution provider in the industry that has an excellent technology for card access. As an organization, YourSix only supports OSDP protocol. One of the things that Wavelynx really helps us out with there is the OSDP protocol. Sorry, tongue tied there.
It's a mouthful.
So the solution that Wavelynx has for us gives us the ability to literally hook up our traditional wiring on all of our projects and not have to worry about, do I have to do this? Do I have to do something special, right? When we land this on our panels, it is literally power and communications. That communications is encrypted across that wire through the card reader over to our panels to ensure that we are creating that secure channel between the devices, which is, huge for us as a software company and living in the cloud. Security in this industry is huge. Cybersecurity risks, you hear about it all the time in the news today. And that's right, cloud-based applications. We want to bring that down to the edge-based devices as well. We don't want to have devices sitting over on the edge that are vegan-based, and somebody has the ability to skim that data and get information from a customer or a card or anything else and be able to populate that. So Wavelynx has really provided us the ability to utilize that technology to ensure encrypted communications all the way from our cloud controllers all the way down to the edge devices in this case with Wavelynx.
great to hear, because obviously that's a priority for us. So we're in alignment, in terms of product development there. And also, as you know, some of our integrated solutions as well, we're of like-mindedness, thinking about bringing that security to the edge. So OSPP, when I'm doing my training seminars day in and day out, and I talk about OSPP, often, most of the time I'm talking about the benefits of transitioning off of legacy, card technology and then legacy wiring. And you just mentioned that, you do that, but you're also a young company and you approach the access control market sort of uniquely. How often, and we'll touch on that, I'll get you to go into that in just a second, but just out of curiosity of the work that you do, of the projects that you have, what's the ratio of legacy systems that you're inheriting versus brand new opportunities to put in new access control systems? Because I know some of your client base is a little bit unique. You're really, approaching it from the different space. So are you 50-50, or is it mostly new builds, or?
I'll be honest with you. It seems as though it is probably about 60-40, maybe 70-30 on new customers wanting to implement card access. So once again, YourSix actually started out as cameras only. We were only providing cloud-based solutions for cameras. Right. But once again, in this industry, cameras are a great solution to secure your building, but access control is an add-on to that. And you'd be surprised how many organizations out there in this industry do not have door access on their building. So that is a huge growth for us as an organization, being able to leverage our camera solution, and then also bring in the card access piece of it. So like I say, it's probably closer to 70% of the new opportunities we see. We'll talk about cameras, customers only looking to do cameras. You start to talk about door access and our ears perk up and they're like, oh, yeah, I guess I never really thought about that. Wow, that really sounds great. Yeah, that sounds like a great solution. We should incorporate the cameras with the door access, which once again, as a cloud-based solution, gives us the ability to do that.
Well, I suppose maybe now's a good time to get into the way you approach the market and who your customers are, because if it were a typical, let's say, traditional security integrator installer / plus traditional access control manufacturer, maybe an on-prem manufacturer who are listening to this, they would think, well, every customer knows about cameras and access. That's what they call us. So tell us about how you're kind of, you're approaching this from a different perspective. You've got a unique approach to bringing access control to a kind of a different segment of the market, and you're dealing with different decision makers and different, not installers, but tell us about your channel strategy. Give us.
Yeah. So YourSix goes to market, and we work with many different organizations. We work with our traditional integrator channel portion. We also worked with managed service companies and sales agencies across the entire USA. We are a national company from coast to coast. We actually recently opened up an office in Sweden as well. So we are now a global company. So we, once again, are quickly growing and expanding rapidly. Since January of this year, just to give a little more history on YourSix, we've actually, due to COVID, many organizations are slowing down and maybe not hiring very many people. YourSix, since January, has brought on approximately 18 new employees just since January this year. So our channel of integrators, partners across the entire US, the portfolio is, extremely broad. All of our partners that we work with have different verticals, from enterprise to cannabis markets to small business to retail. The possibilities in this industry are endless on what is available out there for customers. And like I say, people many times are really reaching out for only one solution. At the end of the day, we end up are able to help them with multiple solutions. Like I say, cameras, card access, and even layering in IP audio with that as well.
Well, through your channel on the managed services side, so you're dealing, you're selling your products through managed service providers, IT VARs, master agents, and they're bringing you into their end user community. And that's so So now you're in a world where, because you're cloud-based, you're selling recurring, revenue model. These types of solutions providers, if you will, are I want to say, I kept blanking on the word, but they're clamoring to get another piece of product to add to their stack, right? Sorry, that came out as
yeah. So right, those managed service companies at the end of the day that we partner with, in many applications, they're looking for and helping their customers find new solutions to help them out, right? That is what this industry is all about, is partnering with people that you trust. Because once again, this industry is nowhere if we don't trust people within the industry. And those managed service companies have those relationships, and those people trust them to make sure that they are bringing them secure solutions that meet their needs. And once again, a little snippet here, YourSix, when it comes to security and making sure we keep everything secure, we have about 70% of our budget that goes into the cybersecurity portion. Our marketing person, she loses out on quite a bit of marketing, which kind of stinks, but at the end of the day, we want to be the most secure platform out there, and we want to never be in the news for any reason other than, hi, Sarah, great to see you today. Love to be with you and work with you.
Well, if you ever wonder why I'm in every video for Wavelynx, that's a testament to our budget. I'm just kidding. But,
funny.
But I was going to say, just back to this strategy. So, because one of the biggest questions that I personally have worked in cloud before myself, and I know one of the biggest questions that from the other side, from the traditional side, is, well, how, if you're selling into an IT space and you're adding cameras and access control, which is physical hardware, and it's a different type of integrated system, how do they know how to install that product? So who's installing that product? Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to make sure that the product you're selling goes in properly and gets executed properly, because I know there's criticism from the traditional side about selling into that particular space. So
sure. Yeah, so when it comes to the installation piece, YourSix, we do work with nationwide companies to implement those managed service solutions. So when our partners bring us those opportunities, we reach out to our nationwide network of partners that physically do the physical installation. We do vet those companies very heavily and make sure that they know what they're doing and what they're getting into to do this, right? There's a lot of organizations out there that have done traditional security. But once again, our managed service companies that we work with, they understand the space, they understand the RMR model, and many of their customers understand the RMR model, but they don't have the arm of the agency to do that install. So again, once again, YourSix has the ability for those particular agencies and groups to help them out. Once again, we are a software-only company. We do not do installs. We partner with people that know what the heck they're doing. And we do have a team that helps to manage those operations and those projects for those partners.
Excellent.
To ensure that, once again, they are implemented properly and correctly, start to finish.
Can you share with us any success stories? You don't have to name names, but I know you mentioned that you are, actively seeking partnership and business in the cannabis space, in the multi-tenant space. Is there any success stories that you can share with us where YourSix is?
Yeah, a couple of success stories. We've got a few different really interesting ones, actually. One of them being, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Jack Black movie about the School of Rock building a solution like that. So we were able to work with a company like that and implement a solution for them in the industry. Our biggest vertical today that we really see happening in our industry is the cannabis industry. We have many properties and agencies across the U.S. That are implementing door access with Wavelynx and the solutions that we have available to us to work with those people and implement. I'm not going to name any names, but many large ones. One interesting story, the first one that we brought on for this particular customer, if I remember correctly, They had reached out to us and said, thank you for getting this up and running, working through your partners to get this going. We just did over $500,000 in profit today on this one site. So this is exciting to have this implemented. And I'm like, that is a huge vertical there. Otherwise, we also offer, like I say, it ranges from anything to everything. But one of the other interesting ones is multi-tenant properties. Many of those multi-tenant properties typically have gated communities and gates at the property. Wavelynx, implementing the Wavelynx card readers and the mobile solution gives us the ability to help out in those applications instead of providing their customer or per se customers, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you live in a gated community, you're a customer for that customer or for that group. And in turn, right, if we are able to implement mobile for those people don't have to buy thousands of plastic cards. I can implement mobile, tell you to go download an application on your phone, and I'm going to enter it into my door access system. We're ready to go.
So tell us,
so that is pretty exciting.
How are you approaching mobile today? I know, share with us. How are you approaching mobile today, and what are your plans for the future with your access to my fast mobile?
Yeah, Sarah, you had brought up early on that YourSix was rebranding and putting our logo on the solution. As we grow as an organization, we are looking to implement mobile on every opportunity that we have across any vertical. Once again, it really comes down to the fact of the ease of use. I tell all of the people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, customers and partners that talk with us, how many times have you forgot your cell phone at home, right? And they'll say, oh yeah, I forget it, but I turn around and run right back to get it. So plastic card, yeah, it's sitting on the kitchen table. I'll call the boss, see if he can let me in. Mobile, you're not going to probably forget your phone, and in turn, right, that's a huge thing. The other piece to that is, once again, we are currently developing some additional add-ons to our mobile solution, giving us the ability to integrate that into our access control platform automatically, not actually having to type in any numbers, and then also adding on some additional functions and features within the app, really just to make it a better product, giving us the ability to utilize, that Bluetooth communications and maybe have the ability, similar to others in the organization, that are unique in a way that they utilize that application. So once again, as everybody grows and everybody evolves, you can't have it all at once, but we are, like I say, have many things in the pipeline that we have queued up for 2021 and 2022 to once again really just enhance our product set.
Can't wait to see that. I mean, that's what's been exciting for us, coming to market with a free mobile credential, but making our SDK open and available for free to our OEM partners. It's just an opportunity and an exercise in creative freedom, because really, obviously you need the product roadmap space, the engineering talent to be able to invest the time into building out the feature set. But man, you've just got so much opportunity to really tailor your software experience, your mobile experience for your customers to meet your specific market. So it'll be interesting. You'll see that once we've done some training with your sales team now, and so they'll get a bug in their ear, and every time they talk to a customer, they're going to say, hey, can we put this feature in too? You're going to get a list of customers asking for stuff. But that's how we grow and we evolve and make our products better. So it's partnerships like these that help us develop, the next generation of products. I wanted to ask you before we moved on about your software, your access control software. You're a software only company. So, here's your chance to give us a little tiny sales pitch. What are one or two features in your software that set you apart from the rest of the game? There's got to be, I know I put you on the spot with this one, but I probably know something, your elevator pitch on your software.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. No, thank you. So, I mean, really, the way that we have designed our software and built our software is really all about ease of use. Once again, I know many people in the industry work with door access and solutions that are available from many, many manufacturers. And at the end of the day, once I am the end user, being the person with a mobile credential, and I present that to a card reader, right? That's my experience. That's it, right? It's the administrators that have to deal with the software. We really have designed the solution to be very simple, easy, intuitive to use, not having to take a 4-day class to understand all of this and click over here and do this, do that, do this, do that. Once again, it's all about ease of use, making it very user-friendly for our customers to use the system, add new people, add new features, add new functionality. One of the cool new things that we are right now currently in development with is our Active Directory piece. That will be a free service that we offer with our product, actually. So that is something that is coming in 2021, and really excited about that. Many organizations, when it comes to door access, many IT professionals in this industry want that ability to sync with their system, and we are currently in development of adding that feature in for those IT-centric organizations, because once again, cybersecurity is where everything is driving, and you hear over and over lately about companies in the news about major cybersecurity issues. And so, like I say, that is a huge piece that we want to offer our people and our customers and our partners.
Well, maybe we can wrap with this. One of the things that I love most about your story, and then we missed it at the beginning, so hopefully you can close with it. You know, when you first told me our company is, you know, disabled veterans and sort of the premise of how your company started, and I'm thinking, that's a bunch of old school guys. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And then you start telling me about this forward thinking, modern, intuitive, open, interoperable type product that you brought to market. And I thought that is just so cool. It's the antithesis of the stereotype in your head. But tell me how YourSix got its name, because I didn't know it. People who were in the military, but I didn't. And
so YourSix, it's a really interesting story. Obviously, back in World War II, the fighter pilots, when they were out flying, they would get into a dogfight, and before they jumped in there, they would reach out to their co-pilot and people behind them that were flying with them and say, "Hey, I'm doing this. You got my six," and that has evolved from there across the entire military. So YourSix, like I say, veteran-owned business. YourSix, we've got your back. That's really what our slogan. That's our tagline within the organization. We've got your back, and we're here to support you and help you through any issues or problems that you might have.
Well, that just gives me the chills, and I certainly, you know, can speak firsthand, having been introduced to many of the people in your company, that it feels like that logo, that tagline it runs true and deep, and it's just something to be proud of, and that you guys are all just enjoying this process of bringing this cool product to market in such a unique way. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to do more business with you guys and hear more wonderful stories. So I think that we're ready to sort of wrap it up here. I guess what I should say is, for those people who are listening or watching, and they're interested in getting more involved with YourSix, maybe potentially becoming a certified installer or partner, however you call it. What's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, sure. So really interesting thing is, as an organization, we've actually built a portal on our website. So if you go to YourSix.com, once again, just YourSix.com, there is a partner portal that you can register and sign up with. And you will be directed to our team members on the back end, and they will absolutely reach out to you as quickly as possible and get you a meeting set up. Once again, we are actively looking for partners in the industry, and as a small organization rapidly growing, we want to be everything that we can and help out where we can here.
Great to hear. Well, we'll make sure to get the word out with this video. We'll share it as many people as possible. So thanks so much for your time. It's always great chatting with you. I love your stories, and we look forward to hearing more successes maybe later on in the year.
Yeah, right out there. And thank you for being such a great partner at Wavelynx too.
It's a pleasure. Okay, Cory, thanks so much. Signing off.